give you just a short encouragement from my home to yours. Today, thinking about a line from Psalm 139. Now, first, this last weekend was a celebration of Pentecost, which is a reminder of when these followers of Jesus get filled with the Holy Spirit and start telling other people about Jesus and what had happened with the resurrection and everything. But just because that's when we see the Holy Spirit really strongly step onto the scene in these disciples' lives is by no means the first time the Holy Spirit is seen in the Bible. From the very, very beginning, we've had the Holy Spirit around. And in Psalm 139, David writes about the Holy Spirit as with this idea of, where can I run from your Holy Spirit? How can I get away from you? I can't. And he goes through all these things. He's saying from very early in the morning till very late at night, like there's no time frame that you don't see what's going on, that you're not present around me by your Holy Spirit. And there's no location that I could go either. So yesterday I was hanging out with some friends and they had talked about the news that there were some astronauts that had gone to space, and they joked, oh, yeah, maybe that's their way of trying to get away from coronavirus, which, whether going into outer space is going to work to get you away from corona, David would tell you going into outer space isn't going to get you away from God's Spirit. Even there, if I go up to the heavens, if I go all the way down the depths, like there's no location, no time, nowhere that I can get away from the Spirit of God. But he says throughout it, it's not this like, oh, that's really creepy, I can't get away from God. Because David believed that God's thoughts toward him were good and for his good. And saying, you know me inside out. You created me. And so I can't run from you, and I shouldn't even try. Sort of this feeling of why run from the God who knows you and who wants what's good for you. Instead, David seems to learn to rejoice in this fact by the end of the psalm. So wherever you are today, know that God's Holy Spirit can be right there with you. And even though corona spread throughout the world, it's everywhere, God's Spirit is everywhere, is more everywhere. There's nowhere that you would have to be able to run from him. The question will be whether you will realize that and accept it and rejoice in that fact, or whether you'll try to keep running. But hopefully, right where you are, you'll find God's Spirit is there.